perfect to stand on next to you. Yeah, there you go. I don't stand on the table.
It's Dave Joe Howe once again for the Boxing Voice. Pleased to be joined by Enzo Maccarinelli and Brian Cohen. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, thank you, Matt.
Yeah, good. So we've got Ebanie Bridges in camp. How's that been going in terms of the training campaign?
Yeah, it's been good. She boxed 4 weeks ago. Brian's the main trainer. She's Brian's fighter. I met Brian after the Shannon Courtney fight. We had a chat, and we were on the same sort of wavelength. She boxed 4 weeks ago. She couldn't get back in the US. Brian couldn't stay in the UK because he had a fight at Kaylee on in the US. So they asked me would I look after her for the 4 weeks. And it was a no-brainer. Brian told me why she grafted, and that was all I wanted to see. And I've seen the way she is. She's a pure workhorse. She doesn't stop.
And is this going to be like a I wouldn't say friendship, but a joint training?
Well, I mean, working with Enzo is absolutely great. Enzo, he appreciates boxing, and I honestly think Enzo, great boxer, underrated trainer. He knows, excuse my language, he knows his shit. You know what I mean? When you speak to him, he gets it. He's done a great job with Ebanie. I did pass with her for the first time when I got here. She feels strong as ever. Her balance, her range, everything is on point. So, if she can't make it back to Philadelphia, she go with Enzo.
I mean, the other thing I was going to mention as well is in regards to fighting in front of a crowd, that's going to make a massive difference, right? 20,000 people.
It could make a massive difference, and she needs not to play up to the crowd. She needs to learn, she needs to do what she's been taught. Because she boxed Carol Earl. I wouldn't say scrappy, but she made a lot of mistakes. Then she went up with Brian, but she only had 4 weeks with Brian, and you see the difference with the Shannon Courtney fight. Then she went out again 8 weeks. She had 8 weeks against Beck Conley fight, and you can see the difference. And I think the main thing was me, because Brian done such a fantastic job. I didn't want to change nothing, but because I'm a puncher and she's a puncher, I just thought I'd add a little bit. But the basics were all Brian, all Kaylee, and he didn't want to change that. I think the worst thing for Ebanie would come to trainer and someone didn't like the way she was, try and change her completely in 3 weeks, and it just doesn't work. And when Brian sent Ebanie a list of what he wanted done with the opponent to show me, we pretty much done the same thing. So it was good that we were on the same wavelength as well. I like to think I know boxing. I know Brian knows his boxing.
And Ebanie, to me, when I have a fighter, it's like a car. It's like I have a car and I'm fixing up a car. My car is running perfect. I don't let anybody just drive it. I don't have a problem letting Enzo drive. You know what I mean? So he did a hell of a job with her, I have to say.
Good stuff. And the other thing I was going to ask you was the Shannon Courtney fight.
Yeah.
When will you guys be pushing for that now?
Probably after this fight. Probably push for the Courtney fight. I know she has a fighter. She's fighting Jamie Mitchell. Actually, it's my fighter as well. So we'll see how she pulls out of that fight.
I think it's just going to be a demand for it. I think it was just
such a good fight, wasn't it? The first one.
Such a good fight.
Yeah.
They rubbed off on each other with a bit of animosity between them. I think Ebanie was all banter. I think Shannon was taking it a bit more serious. And I just think the public are going to demand it, and why shouldn't they? Because it was just, I was talking to someone earlier, and at the moment, women's boxing, when you see a women's fight, a lot of the time, people say, good women's fight. With Shannon Courtney and Ebanie, it was a good fight. Don't care whether it was a man or a woman, it was a good fight. And I think it's going to be a lot of demand for it, and Brian's a manager as well, so I think they're going to be pushing for the fight.
And absolutely, I think if they do fight again, it's a different Ebanie. We had a little issue in the corner with the Courtney fight. That's been eliminated. So now, hopefully that fight will have Enzo in the corner, me, and we work harmoniously together.
Plus, people don't realise she crossed 3 different time zones in a month to get that fight. The jet lag must have been out of this world.
Yeah.
Must have been mental. One of your former foes, David Haye, is going to be in the ring. You look in good shape as well. Has anyone approached you for these celebrities? I want to say celebrity fights, but
I don't want a celebrity fight. If I'm going to come back and do a proper, I've been to London, I've been to Swindon, I've been to other places, I've been sparring. I wouldn't mention no names. I've been sparring top level boys, and it's been easy. But the problem with me at the moment is every time I get to a level where I'm ready, some sort of injury picks me up. So maybe somebody's telling me not to do it. I don't know, because I think half of my fights I walked into that ring and I shouldn't have been nowhere near the ring. I won most of them, but still shouldn't have been nowhere near the ring. So if I'm going to do it one last or 2 more times, I'd like to do it at my best. And regarding David Haye and Fortuna, Fournier. You know, it is what it is. It's an exhibition. They're best mates. You're gonna earn a couple of quid. Good on them.
Good stuff, guys. All the best for Saturday night, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Cheers, man.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars and Title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.